Hey Nathan, how you going? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing all right. Oh dear. I had a wedding last night, so it was 7 o'clock this morning. I got home. I got a cold or flu or something. Oh, I had that at the start of the week. Runny nose, headache. Now I'm just self-induced sickness. Oh dear. Um, yeah, so it was a big wedding last night. So, um, I was a groomsman, and it was so yeah. Um, yeah, there's a lot of that flu going around. I had it at the start of the week, and it was just I thought, oh, here we go. There's nothing worse. Um, who we got on the chats? We got 4 on the chat now at the moment. So I'm sort of just bringing myself to. I thought I'd get the chat going. I get the live going. I'm just sort of bringing myself to. I've got 3 wagons in Clyde that need to go to Alex to be switched out, and that's the last of that switch list. Doing everything with dice at the moment, so it's actually working out really well with the dice and using the switch list. So I'm going to keep using that system. I'm sort of contemplating whether I should start building another wagon or something, but oh dear. No, I'm not too sure which wagon to build next. We'll wait and see, but I'll tell you. I got a few little projects to do. I got like trees to make, trees to finish making. I've been weathering up some wagons, so I've weathered up. I think about 80% of the wagons are all weathered up. Using just the powders and the pedal line essentially. Using this stuff. It's probably back to front, backwards. Yeah. And then using the weathering powders. That one's sand, it's called. Humbrol weathering powder sand. So I've got so a couple of little bits and pieces and jobs that I've got to do. I'm just bringing myself into doing it at the moment. I'm not long just woken up. And what have you been up to anyway, Nathan? You've been doing bits and pieces apart from having the flu. I've got my phone on charge at the moment because I got home this morning. I didn't have my phone on charge. It's oh no, and the charger on the light behind me. It's a slow charger, so it'll use up. I'll use up more charge doing the live than what it would going into it. So, let me know if I'm too quiet. When I started painting that white earring. Oh yeah. Yeah, they look great. The YD looks awesome. I actually I actually like that. They're quite detailed too. A whole string of them. That's what I need to do too. I need the more you think about it, the more you know. You little bits you got to do. So where was it? The only thing is, like I want to make a wagon. Oh look, a stamp. That was from last night. Um, Building a wagon's all fine, and then it's sort of a. I'd rather do like a batch of 2 or 3 wagons because then you can sort of bring the air compressor, the airbrush out, and you can paint 3 at once rather than bringing the airbrush out just for one wagon. So um, I'm not too sure what I'm going to build. I was thinking of another XC, but um, XC or it was a KS, a KS wagon. I think I've got the KS. So, Mozan February. Hey, welcome to the chat, mate. Yeah, I don't know. It's hey, I went to get super glue the other day, and you think you could find super glue around here? I was FaceTiming with my brother, and I drove around pretty much all the north of Perth trying to find super glue because every place had it. Every place was sold out, and other places were only selling like one tube for it was like about $6 just for one tube. But I found I found a pack of these for $3 for all of those, rather than paying $6 for one tube. And there was a Sally's brand. I think it was like $11 or something for one tube of glue. But, that wasn't happening, so I ended up going to Officeworks in the end to get it because every other shop known to man was sold out of it. So I was thinking I might start. Are you on here, Brad? Sorry, I didn't message you before I went live. I usually message you to say I'm going live, but I didn't this time. But let us know if you're on here, Brad. Usually you say that you g'day to everyone. Yeah, so I'm thinking we can do another wagon. And the other thing too is I've got work tonight, so because I'm working night shift. So I've not long just woken up and I've sort of messed around. I'll probably get a little bit of sleep later on. Have I been to sleep? I don't know if I've been to sleep yet. I came home. I came home, but I don't know if I've been. I can't even remember if I've been to sleep yet or not. Strange. If I haven't been to sleep yet, I might as well be to get some sleep later on. But anyway, it's pretty bad when you don't know when you've slept last. So I sort of bring myself to open up a new project. So I've got my little bag here. This is another self-dot kit. So obviously you got your bags full of bits and pieces. So if you're wondering what that is, I'll show you actually. I'll show you what that is. So here, It's actually a lock on the turnout. So I can't push it. That turnout won't fully go across. So that's the turnout that goes to Humes. And yeah, so if I need to get into there, I've got to unlock that. And then I could use the turnout. So that's yeah, basically locking going into Humes. So that's what that does. Got 7 people, 2 likes. Hey, thanks for the likes, everyone. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet this morning. Yeah, I had a wedding last night. It wasn't my wedding, but and I got home pretty late this morning. And I don't even, as I was saying before, I don't even think I've been to sleep, so I don't know. So what I've got to do is all the white metal parts have to go, white metal parts and these all have to go and get washed. So I've got to open everything up. But usually I do some switching that on my live streams, but there's something a little bit different today. I got I should probably turn the camera around so you can actually see what I'm doing, if I can actually do that. I used to do it before, actually. I had the camera facing down. Actually, I have no idea. Sorry if I'm going to wiggle the camera around. And I'll do that. And you can see that. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to start this case. So what I need to do, I need to get everything out of the box, and it's going to be sent off. Well, not sent off, but I go and wash it and clean it up. I love these mouldings. Nice and straight too. Very crisp. And the floor. Yeah, they're nice and straight. They're perfect. There's one of the sides. Yeah, they're all straight as. It's actually really good. They're all perfectly dead straight. So, I got a little toothbrush that I had a little toothbrush that I use specifically for washing these, but there's such good clear mouldings. So good. And then the end spaces. But, excuse the empty bottles. So you're seeing everything as it happens live. Now, what I usually do is I've got my steel plate. So, set the steel plate there. I build everything on this metal plate, so it's nice and flat. And I've got these magnets that sort of hold everything together when it glues. But last time I used this, I was using the when I built those 2 NCs. So There's a... Huh, that's interesting. The handbrake assembly and everything is actually in its own little bag. That wasn't like that on any of the other KSs I built. It never had its own little bag. But anyway, whether there any special every case, I'm trying to think whether there's any. Oh yeah, I'm not too sure. I think there possibly was a silver one, like the like the KPs. I have seen photos of a silver one, I think. Let's get all these bits out. I know there was some KPs and ZOs. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have seen a photo of a silver KS somewhere. Right, just checking these soul bars. Everything's nice. They just need to be flattened out. That one there. So once everything's washed, I can make sure everything's all straightened out. There's literally next to no fettling need to be done on these. These are really nice castings. There's literally no flash, no burrs. There's a couple of different parts in this kit compared to the last KSs I built. The slack adjuster is different. Okay. Maybe this was a new release or something, or maybe a new run or something. Yeah. The KSs. Oh, hey Dan, how you going? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Something a little bit different today. I'll start working on a KS. Maybe they have upgraded the molds. Yeah, I'm not too sure because this is the first time I've seen the handbrake assembly in its own little bag, and the slack adjuster has got its own little lever off to the side. Yeah, they might have. Just things in it look different, that's all. If I go... Check the plans for the case. Yeah, there's a couple of little different bits and pieces in there, and yeah, it's the first time I've seen this in its own little bag. So, the handbrake assembly. Hey Brad, welcome to the stream. I'm doing something different today. I think I've done switching to the death. I'm gonna start on a KS. So, oh dear. I'm not hungover. I'm just tired. As I was saying before, I don't even think I've been to sleep since I got home. I can't remember. And I'll go and get my little toothbrush. Right underneath it. Oh, sorry for that. Bump the table. Right, I'm back. And the KS wagons were painted silver in the early 1980s. The ends were modified to what see today. They were then painted in red oxide. Like Michelle. Okay, well there you go. There you go. Yeah, okay. I did read something about the ends. These the ends of the cases used to look like the ends of the KPs or something. They were different. But anyway, this is the toothbrush. This is the the toothbrush I used to use when I travelled around England, Scotland, and Wales about 5 months ago. Um, yeah, man, that's pretty some memories. But anyway, we're on to the cleanup stage, and I need that. Yeah, I'm really impressed with these moldings. These resin moldings are so crisp and clean. And the details so sharp in them. There was a keepy with shell branding. Oh, I think I've seen that. There was I think there was one that said "Buy New Zealand made goods," um, and I think I have seen with the KP with the shell branding. Right. This is the boring part. But, a little bit of dish soap in there, in the water, but yeah. It there was a campaign. So how's everyone else's weekend gone? I hope you didn't get up to too much trouble. I'm not looking forward to work tonight. I don't really want to bore you with cleaning this all the time, so I'll clean up the parts that I'm going to use straight away, and yeah, I won't clean up the ends or the sides in this stream because otherwise that'll get too boring. But, got the extension out. Yeah, I've seen that, Brad. I've seen the video. Finally got the first train running across the extension. So that'll be a bit of a milestone. We'll put that in the next update video. It was Just need to wire up the siding. Oh, yeah. Actually, I do need to clean that, the chassis. The actual chassis where the soul bars go onto. That, what else was there? There's this bit here. The, so your layout's effectively a big horseshoe now, Brad. A U-shaped layout now. Also, talking to the landlord, and not the landlord, my property manager, and my new house should be ready still in February, but possibly could be sooner. She said, "Don't hold your breath, but possibly I could get in there sooner." Fingers crossed. And how many of those have I got? 4. This is the 4th. So fingers crossed, I could be on the move a little bit sooner. Yes, it is a U shape. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, I do need to do the chassis, the floor. I mean, these castings are so well done. So give it a little scrub up. We had Metallica playing last night here in Perth, and so that was good. I didn't go to it, but I think it was like their one and only time they're going to play in Perth or something. But no, apparently that was pretty good. And then we got AC/DC coming in the 4th of December, I think. They're going to be playing here as well. And of course, being Perth, everyone's AC/DC mad because this is where Bon Scott come from. And the Canning Highway here in Perth is actually named. They actually named a song after the Canning Highway. The song "Highway to Hell" was written about the Canning Highway here in Perth. And there's a pub down the road where they used to go, and they used to go and drink. It's called the Raffles. It's in Applecross, and yeah, right on the river there. And I dare say that'd be doing a roaring trade when they come over. I don't know if they probably will go there. They might visit that place again. They might go down to Fremantle and see the Bon Scott Memorial. But, reminds me, I've got to get more L-shaped styrene for some scriptable projects. You always need more styrene, don't you? You can never have too much of that stuff. Right, so I've cleaned up the parts that I need. They're sort of drying. Okay, so they're going to sit over there. The other parts that I don't need just yet, I'll put back in the box. Don't need that just yet. They give you a spare roller bearing. I've got 5 of them in the kit. I'm just wondering the parts list. Yeah, 5 little roller bearings, so that's pretty cool. Don't need those. Don't need that just yet. All of that. Okay, right. It's not the triple valve, is it? No. No, the triple valve's here. The triple valve here. Yeah, it's another it's an actual roller bearing. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So actually, I'll bump the table again. I promise I won't fall over in this live stream. Yeah, so the parts list. Breaking round axle boxes. Yeah, okay. Round axle boxes 1 times spare. So they do. And 1 spare spring. So they give you a spare spring and a spare axle box. So that's pretty good. I don't think any are. I haven't seen them in the other kits. Mind you, I think the KS is. I think it's the only one that you actually got to glue the axle boxes in yourself. The others are all already set, and they're the journal boxes. They're not roller bearing boxes like these ones. Yeah, definitely. I'm always thinking about building something, and you need this styrene, you need that styrene, you need this size and that size. So, coming to the fettling stage. Where's my little files? I wasn't even planning on building a wagon today. I turned on the live stream and I was like, I'm sure you guys don't want to just sit there and watch me switching to every live stream. So let's do something different. So I decided to build a wagon. Well, start building a wagon anyway. Gonna make the nice and any flash or burrs. Actually, these are pretty good. There's not much on them at all. So I think this is the most boring stage, is when you're starting. And you got to go through, clean everything up, get it all looking nice and neat. But the castings on these are so well done. There's not a lot to clean up actually, so that's good. This worked for me. So, and of course, gluing these white metal parts to the styrene, I'm using that super glue. Hey Brad, remember this? Remember how I drove all the way across Perth to find it? Yeah, the elusive super glue. These are really, really good. There's literally next to nothing in there. So clean those out a bit. Yeah. So I don't think super glue would be so hard to find. But, I've got work tonight. I've got 1 night of night shift. So I'll go to work tonight and then we're going back to day shift. So yeah, I've only got 1 night of night shift. It's like, oh. I've been on night shift for the last week. You just get used to it, and then you're back on to day shift. So, but oh well, it is what it is. Now, this is where you got to be careful because actually, no, that's not ready just yet. Bearings. Here's my little tweezers. I've never actually built anything on live stream before, so it'll be interesting. And I've got to check the gauge of those wheels too. A couple of hook air hoses. I will need those wheels shortly. But I need my... Oh. Now you're making me think, where's my... Oh, I can't remember what it's called. The little doofer-daffer measuring thing for the wheels. Can't remember it. I once had to travel around 25 kilometers just to get some super glue. Damn, hey, I wasn't far off it either, actually. I would have been close to it, wouldn't I? Wasn't I, Brad? It was, oh, the things you do when it's stuff you need, you know? Right, and then we'll check later. But, my bearings, and I need my bearing boxes. Actually, I'm going to put those bearings in after I glue those boxes there, so they're easier to hang on to. So, like that. Yeah, the gauge. I don't have a one of those gauges. I use my calipers. That's the one. And measure out. I think it's like 14. Oh, I can't remember now. Right, let's test fit those. This is, you got to get this section absolutely right because everything depends on this. Like that. Okay, so it's always pays to test fit stuff before you put it on or anything like that. Oh dear. Down, down. It was down. We got up, down, down. It's been so long since I built one. Let's look at the plans again. Down. Axle box. Yep. Down. So these go in that way. Like so. Perfect. Why is that like that? I wonder. Anyway. Who else is here on the chat? We've got 4 likes, 3 people here and 4 likes. Sorry, it's not action packed. Oh yeah. Tell you what, that's a lifesaver. A little bit crook this morning. Yeah, so I'll see how I go. I'll glue these up. I'll glue these on, and then I'll go and run some trains, I think, because I've got 3 wagons I've still got to shunt away. So I'll glue these up, and then we'll go and shunt those away. Make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. I mean, you want to come in here and sit and watch me do this. You know what? It actually helps if you open the tube of glue. Um, ah, there we go. This is the bit where I glue my hands together. All right, now we're cooking. Yeah. Yes, only a tiny, tiny bit. And so fiddly. There we go. It's in there, that's centered. That's good. Perfect. There's one extra box. Yeah, Brad, I had no intentions of building a wagon today. I just decided there's something different. That, it's centered. Perfect. That oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. That is centered and looking good. So yeah, just bear with me, guys, and we'll get up to the layout there. And I've got, where is my loco? Oh, I could grab a loco out of the shed there. The next one, and I've got a rake of wagons, 3 wagons there. I still need to put away from yesterday's switching session. So we'll get that done for you. Yeah, I was doing a little switching session yesterday, but then I had to stop because I obviously had to go to that wedding. So, there. Perfect. It's in there, nice and scented. It's good. Right, so those axle boxes are in. There, put the wheels there. The wheels. I love the precision of these wheels too. Oh, there's no wobbles, there's nothing. So it's always a good time. Right. Now, tube, the glue is on. The lid is on the glue. And we'll go and get the those 3 wagons. So I reckon if you where are we? Why is that not working? Oh, it's as low as it goes. Okay, you have to excuse me for a second. We've got 37%. Okay. We need these wagons. No. Why is there 4 wagons there? There should only be 3. LALCXA. I've got myself confused now. I got one of those magnets in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Let's, I gotta figure out. Oh yeah, I built these too. I built this the other day as well. It's just a stack of wood because I bought a whole lot of matchsticks. I gotta figure out where those wagons are going. The setouts, they're pickups. 1899 KP. On my switch list, that says they're going anywhere. They're pickups from Clyde. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm with you. I've confused myself. So my switch list, here are those wagons here. They're the pickups from Clyde. And I gotta take them to Alex, and these ones here are the pickups from Alex. I thought that I had these 3 to switch out, but yeah. You can bypass. You're talking about initial frog points, Brad. You can bypass initial frog points by wiring them. I'm not too sure what you mean there, Brad. Are you? So you want are you meaning that there's the wires are you've got full-time electricity going to all the rails by bypassing them using jumpers? Yeah. Well, you don't necessarily need to bypass them. Your jumpers will be going to your track feed. I don't think you run bus wires. So I have all my wires come out from every rail and they go down to a bus wire. Howdy, Mystic. How you going? Good to have you on the chat. Yeah, I run all my wires. They go down to a bus wire, and so like all of my turnouts are obviously powered, but they've got wired that there's power going to every rail after it. But yeah, you can. So what did you want to wire, Brad? Like what did you want to jump? Did you just want to put jumpers onto the siding? Is like you want full power in the siding at all times? I had enough talking here. I'll get a start. Okay, here's the state of play, and I've gone and touched the brightness on the light again. Oh yes, I weathered up the KP as well. So that's all weathered up. All not at focus, but yeah. And what loco were we use power into the siding? Yeah, Brad. Yep. Put yeah, you wire directly into the siding. Like you put in jumpers into your siding because you're I mean if you use metal rail joiners on all of your turnouts, you'll have power into your siding anyway, but just to make sure it's like 100%, reliability, I'd definitely wire up the siding as well. There's a KS wagon with a rebuilt ends and preservation that has the silver colour. Okay. Rebuilt ends. All right, that'll be interesting to see, actually. What was I doing? I've got an old turnout here. Hang on, Brad. There's got a few old turnouts here. Here's a really old one. So, but they never ran like that in service. I plan to have a dead rail spot for yard queens. A dead rail spot for yard queens. Oh, it's like an isolated section. Never ran like that in service. Oh, Brad. Okay, so I got an old turnout here. So you got inchel frog, then you have your metal rail joiners on all of those, and that'll give you power to your sidings. But yeah, even with you're relying on the point blades for power. So definitely put in some feeders, especially on these two rails anyway. Definitely put feeders in. This one here has been, I modified that one. You can see the frog wire. This is an old one I ripped off. You can see that where the frog wire was attached, that's for my, you don't have to worry about that, Brad, because you're not doing polarity switched turnouts. So, yeah. I put all my turnouts have insulated joiners on these two rails, obviously, because this is all change polarity. But yeah, put your feeders on there, Brad. Definitely give that extra bit of reliability. Now, why did I rip that off? Oh, that's right. It's broken. So, yeah, Brad, do that. I'm going to plug this in and see if it charges. I'll see you later, Nathan. Hey, cheers for joining the stream there. Sorry, it's not exactly the most exciting stream. John, sorry to hear about your dad, mate. That's a bit shit. Yeah, mister, you put them in there as use them as dummies for sure. Am I? Yeah, okay. Turn the power on to it. Righto, let's go. And what do you know? We're back to switching. And we're gonna go and pick up these wagons here. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm finally back running trains for you guys. A little bit too boring watching me make that wagon, so I might actually film some of that and do a video. I wonder if we're going to have Stefan on today's stream. Yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to work tonight. But anyway. What kind of loco? This one, Mystic, this is a Japanese built Mitsubishi DJ class. Built by Mitsubishi in Japan for the New Zealand Railways. And where's my coupling tool? And they got a bow set up, so they got obviously the 3 bogies underneath. Yeah, the old Mitsubishi. Couple on. Yeah, they were built when sort of steam was steam was on its way out. They were sort of like the first sort of locos that took over some services from steam. New Zealand Railways, we don't use these anymore. They've all been written off out of service. There's preservation groups with them, but Kiwi Rail don't use them anymore. Okay, so yeah, I'm on the right track. There. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over. And we're going to go through here. Oh, what do we got? What happened there? Ah, that's interesting. I can't wait to rip up that track, that temporary track I've got installed. I can't wait to rip that up and put down permanent stuff. What's going on? Why? Pain in the butt. Train's coming. Don't worry, guys. It's coming. I think that's a little bit too high. I might just lower that down a bit. There we go. Right, I got my switch list. And we're heading over to Alexandra. So, what's everyone else been up for the weekend so far? Now, if I put this over here, I'm not going to trip over on it. I probably will, actually. Sorry, I'm just moving the whole show around. And we're coming into Alexandra. Like that. There we go. I work for Wheeling and Lake Erie. Oh, nice, man. Nice. The Wheeling and Lake Erie Railroad. And I'll pull up here. I need to sort of figure out exactly where these wagons are going. And I'll put this in a better sort of viewing spot. Like that. Bit of a busy scene in the background. It looks pretty busy over there, so I've sort of been adding stuff in there. So in the US, we measure pulling power by horsepower. What in Oz and New Zealand? We're the same. Horsepower. It's either horsepower or kilowatts. A lot of cars over here in Australia, they're like they're usually measured in kilowatts and horsepower. I absolutely, completely forgot what I was doing. Oh no, here we are, switch list. And paperwork. So what HP is that Mitsubishi Loco? Off the top of my head, I have absolutely no idea off the top of my head, but I know there's a couple of guys on here that would know on the chat. Brad, do you know how much horsepower these locos were? I think they're about... I think they were like 900 something. I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. They're about 900 something horsepower, but Brad or anyone else on here, yeah, let me know. Now, I've got my paperwork here, so yeah, they are. They are. If I sort of bring you down closer so you can actually have a look at it while I'm going through my paperwork. They are. They've got the rounded roof on the front. They've got the rounded roof, sort of like the GP20s. And yeah, the 3 bogies, the 3 power trucks. On the model, the front and rear ones drive, but the centre one doesn't. And yeah, Mitsubishi Electric, 900 horsepower. Yeah, I thought they were about 900 horsepower. So yeah, they're quite... I mean, not as powerful as anything from the US, but they seem to do the job all right. Now, I'm going to figure out exactly the Apple and Pear board. I think that LC is going to go to Fulton Hogan. No, that's going to go to Humes Pipes. Damn it. And Remarkable Wines. So, okay. We got some switching around to do. We got some shunting around to do. Oh dear. Yeah. It's the shipper. That's for pickups, and these are set outs. So, in theory, I only need this one and that one, the 2 centre wagons, because that one's going to go over to the pipe factory way over there, and the other one has to go to the winery, so, which is a fair way over. Just got to figure out how I'm going to do this. VCC team has been very busy. Newsletters out and the new website is up and running. We have a YouTube channel that we start adding stuff to soon. Oh, awesome. You got a YouTube channel. That'd be great. And when I get off the live stream, I'll go and check out that website. That'd be perfect. Cheers for that, guys, at the team at VCC. I'll get rid of this KP first before I do anything else. There. A couple. Yeah, I'll just set this KP up into here just temporarily.